From British Report 24, the clock is running out. What we warned about in our last video wasn't speculation, it's happening now. Senior Westminster sources say Prime Minister Keir Starmer has been cornered, and he has just 72 hours to make a decision that could end his career and reshape the government. The demand is stark: withdraw the royal reform proposals immediately or face a no-confidence vote that would almost certainly topple him. This is not rhetoric. According to insiders, it's an ultimatum. Inside Number 10, the mood is described as chaotic. Starmer is said to be furious and isolated, coming to the realization he badly miscalculated by assuming the Prince of Wales would remain silent. The perceived snub at Lancaster House was only the opening salvo. What followed has hardened into a full-scale constitutional confrontation. The real shock, sources say, isn't just opposition attack dogs circling, it's an alliance that includes senior figures inside Starmer's own party. Labour MPs who have been privately anxious for weeks are openly rebelling. Party elders reportedly held emergency meetings and told the Prime Minister bluntly, back down or be sacrificed. The demand: publicly pause and review the proposals on royal funding and offer an apology, possibly via a third party, to Kensington Palace. If he refuses, those same MPs will join the opposition in pursuing a no-confidence motion. A defeat in that vote would be catastrophic. A no-confidence vote in the House of Commons doesn't merely embarrass a leader, an unsuccessful result forces the government to resign. With public sentiment reportedly leaning heavily toward the Prince of Wales and Labour opinion fractured, the arithmetic for Starmer is looking perilous. MPs in marginal seats have been flooded with angry messages from constituents who view this as an attack on a much-loved royal couple, and they're prioritising re-election over party loyalty. Conservative leader Rishi Sunak has seized the moment, positioning himself as the defender of tradition and the Constitution. By casting this as a national, not a party, issue, he's amplified Labour's internal strife and framed Starmer as the instigator. The Conservatives are benefiting from what insiders call the "never interrupt your enemy while he's destroying himself" strategy: amplify the chaos, let Labour implode, and watch support climb. Reportedly, the polls have swung in the Tories' favour in a matter of days. Numbers matter in Westminster, and according to the briefings cited by our sources, Labour's internal polling is terrifying. While a large share of the public is said to back Prince William, only a minority of Labour supporters remain behind Starmer on this fight. WhatsApp groups and private channels within the party have moved from concern to mutiny, with moderates warning that Starmer has handed the next election back to the Conservatives. The pressure is not confined to backbenchers. Cabinet unity is fraying. Accounts of an emergency meeting portray senior ministers focused on damage limitation rather than defense. The Foreign Secretary was reportedly blunt about diplomatic fallout. The Deputy Prime Minister is said to have signaled she will not defend Starmer if he pursues a head-on confrontation, a move that amounts to a public warning and the threat of resignation. Throughout this storm, Prince William's tactical silence has been pivotal. Kensington Palace has not engaged in daily exchanges. Instead, a measured statement defending constitutional principles and then silence has, according to insiders, been a strategic masterstroke. By refusing to be drawn into partisan mudslinging, the prince maintains moral high ground and lets public opinion and party division do the rest. Sources close to Buckingham Palace suggest the king privately supports his son's stance. If true, that union between the monarch and the heir dramatically shifts the dynamics. Starmer would be confronting the institution itself, not just a single royal voice. That would make any attempt to outflank the palace politically and constitutionally far more difficult. For Starmer, there appear to be only two ruinous choices. First, he can back down, pause the reforms and apologize. That would likely end the immediate crisis but leave him politically crippled, branded weak by opponents and betrayed by sections of his own base. He would survive the day but lose the authority that makes a prime minister effective. Second, he can fight, double down on parliamentary sovereignty and call the bluff of dissident MPs. But with the numbers stacked against him and the opposition united, that path could trigger an instant and terminal no-confidence vote. Beyond personalities, constitutional experts are reportedly alarmed. The crisis highlights how much of Britain's system runs on unwritten norms and trust between institutions. When those norms are tested publicly, the consequences can be unpredictable and dangerous for political stability. Markets have already reacted. The pound has reportedly weakened as investors shun uncertainty. This is now more than a political story. It's a constitutional crisis with real-world consequences for governance, markets and national cohesion. Keir Starmer's decision in the next 72 hours will determine whether he survives as Prime Minister or becomes the leader who fought, and lost, a war with the monarchy. Either way, the balance of power in Westminster will look very different when the clock stops. Tell us what you think he should do in the comments. From British Report 24, we'll be tracking every development in this final countdown. Subscribe to stay updated.